So all we've been hearing from Donald Trump is how he can't wait to debate Joe Biden. He's always like, come on, Joe, debate me right now. I'll do it any place, anytime, anywhere. And then he goes on to talk about how Joe can't complete a sentence and Joe doesn't know where he is and he would just annihilate Joe in a debate. So bring it, Joe. I'll debate you any place, anytime, anywhere. You guys remember this tweet? It is important for the good of the country that Joe Biden and I debate issues that are so vital to America and the American people. Therefore, I am calling for debates anytime, anywhere, any place. The debates can be run by the corrupt DNC or their subsidiary, the Commission on Presidential Debates. I look forward to receiving a response. Thank you for your attention on this matter. See, he had to throw in the line about the corrupt DNC because he's already trying to paint the picture that these debates will be rigged against him. Everything is rigged against him. So he comes out swinging, trying to act tough, but he throws that line in there. That gives him his out later when he weasels out of this. Because for the longest time, we here at the Midas Touch Network have been calling it that he really doesn't want to debate and he probably won't show up. Why would he? He hasn't showed up for any of the debates with his own side. But Joe Biden just threw the ball right into his court when he said this. I've received and accepted an invitation from CNN for a debate on June 27th. Over to you, Donald. As you said, anywhere, anytime, any place. So there it was. That was the moment that Donald Trump has been waiting for. Joe Biden has accepted the invitation, and now he's putting the ball in Donald Trump's court. He also released this video. I want to show you this video, and then watch how Newsmax replies to this. Maga is already trying to weasel their way out of this one. Check it out.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
No, it's just so embarrassing. So, they clearly juiced him up for this rocket-fueled video. And being the plagiarist that he is, he steals a Clint Eastwood line, then says, I'll even do it twice, pretending that that's some kind of a flex, when it's actually the opposite. There's supposed to be 3 debates. He knows that. Everybody knows that. The campaign doing what they do best, gaslighting everyone with the phoniest tough guy video from Joe Biden yet, even making fun of the Wednesday thing, the cases that they've cooked up for Donald Trump. The plan was for Biden to look tough, right? While quietly making demands that Trump would never accept. Because you'd be crazy to accept the demands that Joe Biden made today. So that when Trump pushes back, they could claim there will be no debates because Trump is too scared. Biden, the dictator, blowing off the Commission on Presidential Debates, his demands as follows. Only one-on-one, no RFK allowed. Trump's microphone turned off while he is speaking, no audience at all, and only 4 Biden-loving mainstream outlets to be considered to host: CNN, ABC, Telemundo, and CBS.
Now, Donald Trump says he will be there on June 27th, but I think that's still up for debate because, as you can see, they're already trying to paint this that everything is rigged against him. He is the victim in every story. They always have to make him the victim, and they always have to make it look like the game is rigged against him. That way, they always have an out. A true con artist always gives himself a soft spot to land. They always give themselves a way out and a way around something. They always find something to blame their problems on. So this is what they're doing at this point. They're running scared because now it's been thrown back in their court. And of course, Fox News is completely upset about this. Watch how they're trying to spin it. It's ridiculous.
Came up with a strategy, tried to put it out in the same day as this inflation numbers. But now, again, they're going to have Joe Biden on the stage. That's not good. That is not good for them at all.
So this was a ruse by Joe Biden. He boxed himself in on Howard Stern. And then he's using this announcement as a distraction, you're saying, from inflation. Did you see this coming?
Not specifically on today. I knew they'd come up with something to try to distract people from the inflation numbers. But
so now it's all just a big distraction. Joe Biden is trying to distract everybody from the issues at hand by agreeing to debate Donald Trump. What sense does that make? If they really want to have a debate about inflation, here's their chance. They can bring all their talking points to the table. How is it a distraction to agree to debate someone? But see, they're really upset because Joe Biden hit them back. And the bully does not like to be hit back. They don't like it when someone takes and turns and uses their rhetoric against them. It's okay for Donald Trump to stand up and say, any place, anywhere, anytime. But if Joe Biden says that, Fox News has a meltdown. Check it out.
I thought also that I hear you're free on Wednesdays. I found that so offensive, and maybe not just because obviously everybody knows I have a long relationship with Donald Trump, but it's just you orchestrated this. You hunkered this guy down, and now you're over there sticking the knife in and say, "Hey, I hear you're free because court's open on Wednesdays." Now,
to your point on the free on Wednesdays, not only was it undignified, funny for them. They're fundraising off of it.
Yes.
Okay. It's like the T-shirts free on Wednesdays.
I already bought Jesse one of those.
Irony is truly lost on these people because they have a problem now with a shirt being sold that says free on Wednesdays. Have they not saw Donald Trump's massive long line of merch? Have they not saw him hawk everything from Bibles to trading cards to sneakers to pieces of the suit he wore when he surrendered and then put it on a T-shirt with a slogan that said never surrender? Have they not saw Laura Trump sell puppies, Melania hawk jewelry, Donald Trump doing cameos? I mean, the Trump family is the master of grift and the master of merch, and then they put a line on a shirt that says free on Wednesdays, and oh God, how distasteful this is. And they're just grinding this axe in his wounds. They're just being so cruel to him. Donald Trump has been out there mouthing off this entire time. Now the ball's in his court. He can either show up or not. It's one or the other. But I saved this next clip for last because so many times I say that Fox News and Maga just lives in an alternate reality. And if there ever was truly proof of that, here it is.
So all Donald Trump has to do is stay calm during the entire debate and let Biden rant and rave because Scranton Joe's looking and sounding meaner and more petty by the day. And then Trump, by comparison, he easily appears presidential, cool, confident, and possessing a lot of common sense.
So all Donald Trump has to do is remain calm? She actually said that with a straight face? Donald Trump is anything but calm. Have they not saw his act? I mean, if I was the biggest Trump supporter walking this planet, I would still say, yeah, the guy's anything but calm. And see, they say that's what they love about him. Oh, man, I love him. He comes out swinging. He don't give a shit. He'll say what's on his mind. Meanwhile, they'll sit and call Joe Biden sleepy. Joe Biden's confused and don't know where he is. But then she says all Trump has to do is just sit back and be calm and let Joe Biden rant and let Joe Biden rave and let Joe Biden be mad and juiced up. Do you see how that none of these things ever fit? Do they not realize just how much they contradict themselves in the same segments? They do it right in the same segments. It's one thing if you do it on Monday and then you contradict yourself on Thursday. That's one thing. Or if you contradict yourself at noon and then you contradict yourself later at 6 p.m., that's another. But they'll do it in the same breath, in the same sentence, and everyone just rolls with it. And the rest of us sitting back here with reasonable bones in our bodies going, how the hell do they do that? But folks, Donald Trump does not want to debate Joe Biden, and this is proof of it. They're now running scared. This was their big moment to say, okay, all right, by God, we have called you out. You've accepted. We can't wait. We're going to show up and we're going to stick it to you. But instead, they have to come out that everything's rigged against him. They're already giving him his out. He's already given himself his out. That's the way they play, and that's the way it's going to be. He wouldn't even debate his own side because he didn't want to be exposed by them. They would have came after him, and he knew that. And he didn't want to be exposed by them, so he completely skipped those debates. He lost the debates to Joe Biden. He is not. For the people out there that says he's a great debater, that really gets under my skin. He's truly not. He is a good disruptor. He is someone who is good at chaos. He is an absolute master at chaos and a master of just muddying the water. And that's what he did in those debates. Those debates with Joe Biden were some of the worst I've ever seen. And it was nothing Joe Biden did. It was the fact that Donald Trump would not shut his mouth and just kept screaming and being over the top and never let Joe get a word in edgewise. Just tried to stand up there and constantly bullshit. That's what he wants. He wants the biggest audience he can get there to rile them into a frenzy and distract everybody from the issues at hand. He doesn't want to sit there and let Biden talk, finish his sentence, and then reply. Because at the end of the day, he won't be able to. He wants another third-party candidate there to continue to muddy the water. That's what he's going for. Donald Trump, if he's good at anything, it's grifting, obviously, and he's good at creating chaos. And I really don't think he's going to debate Joe Biden. If he does, he does. I would not be stunned if he don't pout like a baby and walk off the stage. I would love to see that. I would really love to see him just start pouting and walk off the stage because I could see it happening because that's his temperament. He can't stand for anyone to get one up on him. He always has to be in control of the narrative. And now that Joe Biden has thrown the ball in his court, he's completely out of his element. And so is MAGA. And it's pretty damn hilarious to sit back and watch.